What's going on, guys? Kintzugi here, and I just got home from work. I'm a little bit sweaty. It's actually like an 80-degree day here in New York City, but I had to jump into a notification I got about a new trailer for the new upcoming ARPG No Rest for the Wicked. I've been waiting a long time for this game. It seems to be a spin on the experience of a typical ARPG, but with more like a Souls-like battling. It sounds honestly like a really cool game, and I haven't done too much research outside of hearing things about the game, and that's why I'm so hyped on it. The game releases this Thursday, March 17th, right? 17th, March 18th on Steam, and they just released a Steam Early Access trailer for it. So I wanted to check that out, see what it's all about, and so why don't we just dive into it and experience this together? And quick disclaimer, I am sick, so that's number one. And two, this is not a sponsored video by any means. I'm a tiny creator right now, just getting going. So what you can do for me instead is maybe hit that like and subscribe button. Come hang out in the Kintzugi community. So this is the original trailer. First thing I noticed with this game is the art style. It's absolutely incredible. I'm a huge sucker for this art style, and the fact that it's retaining like a darkness, but in a different way than Diablo does it. I'm super excited about that part. Is it really a dark ARPG without the stained glass? There it is. This is why we play the game. The frickin' monsters, dude. I was literally just going to say, these are the creators of Ori, the platform game. So that's why the art style is probably a little bit similar to that. Not exactly, but hopeful for this one, guys. Yeah, buddy. Now there is that combat I've been hearing so much about that is more like a Souls-like. So this isn't going to be an arcade-style hack and slash. No, no, no. There is going to be some dodging and blocking and strategy to your boss encounters, which I am super excited about because I don't remember the last time I played a game like that that was a top-down view like this. So let's keep it going.
Not quite the same.
Sleep is for the weak, baby. Let's go. So a couple things after that trailer. One thing I noticed is it seemed like it was almost equal parts the combat and showing off maybe main characters. And for me, I'm thinking that's a great thing because it sounds like it's a Souls-like game. I'm curious to see if it takes more of an approach of like a Diablo, Path of Exile, Last Epoch, or if it's going to go more Souls-like as in Elden Ring, single-player, story-based. Now, I actually would prefer it to be more story-based if it's going to be that kind of combat and not as maybe grindy. That's what I'm hoping for. I think ARPGs that are of the top-down varietal, so to speak, can really lose sight of the story. Now, some of them have great stories, sure, but at the end of the day, the gameplay and the grind is everything. So I'd absolutely welcome a story-first ARPG top-down. Another thing I noticed in this initial trailer was the music, the vocals, all that seemed to really tie it together. Now, I am a huge fan of music personally, and that includes video game music, and I do believe it's so overlooked so many times. I mean, just think about all of the recognition Baldur's Gate 3 has gotten. Think about the music and the way it makes you feel already. I've seen people saying like the title screen and the camp music already gives them some form of nostalgia or like comfort. That's super important. So I really hope this game gets it right in that department. I don't know who did the score for it, but man, I'd be curious if they've done other games because that was the perfect song choice for that trailer. So yeah, all in all, I actually really liked that trailer. It was pretty good, short and sweet. We didn't get too much there, but we do have another trailer to watch.
So, it's true. The king is dead.
All right, so we're getting a little bit of introduction to maybe the story, what it's all about.
We find ourselves in a place we never sought. The threat of anarchy swells beneath us.
Done begging for scraps. We take what we need.
Okay, okay.
Spent 1,000 years confined to stories is now clawing at our gate.
Is that... Were we chopping down a tree and fishing? The crafting? The professions, maybe? Gathering? I'm intrigued. Okay, okay.
Festivals, everything it touches is a punishment upon those who have lost their faith.
God's chosen descend from high.
Whoa. Did you see jumping down the map to the bottom of the swamp there? That's one thing top-down ARPGs need to just continually be better at. I'm sure it's so hard to do, but to have different levels within maps to be able to scale up and down, I feel like that just makes the world so much bigger. And man, it looks like we're going to get a taste of that in No Rest for the Wicked. Dude, I mean, we're getting even more of a look at the boss battles, and it really looks like boss battles are going to be the bread and butter of this game, just judging from these minute-long trailers. But they remind me of a Souls-like Elden Ring arena-type battle with a giant, really cool and really scary-looking monster that's going to require a lot of patience and probably scanning of their rotation of abilities. And you know what? As not the biggest Souls-like fan, I'm always willing to give it a shot again, and maybe No Rest for the Wicked is going to be my return to give that genre a try.
History will remember how we answer. No matter the cost.
No matter the cost, baby. I will do anything. I will not rest. April 18th, there it is. Okay, okay, okay. No Rest for the Wicked. Now, we just saw our first two trailers here. That's all we got. Now, keep in mind, this is early access, so this is not like a full release by any means, but I don't know. I feel like the stakes are high when you're releasing a game in early access these days because it's a lot more common than it used to be. I'm really curious to see what they've got for us on day one of this early access now. Let's jump into the website and go through kind of what this game is all about. Okay, it looks like they're going to throw us right into maybe some of the story. So let's take a little peek here. A story of politics and plague. The year is 841. It's quite early. King Harald is dead. Rumors begin to emerge about the return of a great plague known as the Pestilence. You are a serum, a member of an ancient sect devoted to vanquishing the plague. Called to investigate these rumors, you board a merchant ship to the backwater Isola Sacra. Okay, so that's where like the nautical theme in those trailers probably comes from. The beginning of our journey. While en route, a rebel group known as the Risen seizes the ship, leaving it wrecked as it collides into the island's rocks. Washed up upon the shores of Isola Sacra Let's hope I'm getting that right. You wake up naked and unarmed. I mean, unarmed would have probably done it, but naked really puts me into a predicament here. I'm assuming we're wearing a rag, but we'll see. I don't know what this game is rated. As you find your bearings, you end up caught between a vast political struggle and a fight for survival. Sounds like they washed up on the shores of the United States of America, am I right? A handcrafted world. Isola Sakura is a living, breathing world that has been painstakingly handcrafted. Traverse through vibrant, seamless interactive environments. Seamless, so maybe no load times between areas. That would be beautiful, baby. That would be so good. Interactive environments. If something looks climbable, it is. If an object is too thin to walk over, you may just need to balance your way across it. Each step, climb, and jump should be intentional. We've abandoned the traditional point and click in favor of a WASD or controller scheme. WASD though, that's good to hear because I was curious if it would be point and click or controller recommended, but WASD is interesting. It also makes a whole lot of sense for the Souls-like combat because I could not imagine doing Souls-like combat on point and click. That just seems like masochist kind of stuff. Searching every inch may prove fruitful, revealing secret areas and loot. Sakura is ever-changing. Return to previously explored areas to find new threats to tackle and resources to scavenge. Each time you visit a region, a drastically different experience will be waiting. That is wonderful to hear. There's nothing worse than playing games through areas that you're leveling in to then never go back to because there's literally no reason to unless you want to do some role play or something. I don't know. So that is wonderful to hear. Play your way. Now this is my thing. Play your way. No builds, no guides, just RPG gaming in this house. Like and subscribe, baby. No Rest for the Wicked uses a soft class system, meaning priority is on weapons rather than picking a specific class role. Oh, we're doing like that New World thing. I'm sure there's other games that are better examples for that. Leveling up earns stat points that you can put into HP, intelligence, dexterity, strength, and stamina. Stats like intelligence, dexterity, and strength can directly make weapon types more powerful. We want players to be able to create any build imaginable, even ones we haven't thought of. Let me tell you, there's nothing wrong with metagaming. If that's how you want to play, so be it. Here's my little rant, guys, in the video. So be it if you want to play like that. But not everybody does, and that's the thing. And that's where the game makers, I am putting out my PSA any opportunity I can on my new channel here to say, please, freedom of choice for players and make it reasonable for them to be able to progress through games on their own accord without following the meta guides. People should be able to play funky, weird builds that they create, whether they're the most optimal or effective or not, and let them try it out. Trial and error, baby. That's what makes these games so wonderful. When you copy and paste and you play through the game and you complete it, fulfillment goes out the window as far as I'm concerned. Now, that's my opinion. You can let me know down in the comments if you feel otherwise, but that's a theme on this channel, and I'm really glad to hear them make note of that in their website description here. Devastating combat, the moment we've all been waiting for. With our animation-driven combat system, attacks should be planned and deliberate. To overcome opponents, watch for the telegraphed behaviors and the opportune moments to strike. Parry incoming blows that put enemies into a temporary weakened state. Movement and timing are also important. Your movement speed determines the dodge actions, and don't fret. All have invincibility frames. For the fast and light on their feet, quick step out of the way of incoming attacks. For those who got a balanced, measured speed, dodge roll to evade. For the slow and mighty, so big sword boys, while more susceptible to attacks due to a slower dodge animation, can counteract by shoulder bashing enemies. Weapons are unique. No two are alike. Each weapon has its own stance, can have affixes, and can be optimized by various vendors to suit your needs. Imbue them with runes that add additional effects. In combat, weapons are an extension of your body. Timing, spacing, weight, and movement must work in harmony. Wait, okay, so we're truly getting that full experience of RPG elements. Everything's going to matter. Your builds are not just going to be your ability choices, but also weight of your gear. Like, okay, rebuild what has been lost. Along your journey, you'll come across Sacrament, the capital of Isola Sakura, a war-torn place, but you can help restore its former glory. Make the town your own by purchasing property. We get our own housing in this? Oh my gosh, it just keeps getting better. And decorating it to your heart's content. And the decorations, dude. Yes! With a range of purchasable properties and a gridless interior design system, create a unique place. A gridless interior design? Are you kidding? Oh my god, I can't get this excited. I'm too sick for this right now. Create a unique place to call home. Fish on the shores, fell trees, mine ore, and more. Are they really going to give us a full gathering and crafting system with our own unique homes that we can create? I can't. It's so beautiful, man. It's so beautiful. These resources can be used to craft new gear, of course, meals, home furniture, or even make improvements to Sacrament, the city itself. Oh, I gotta see what that's all about. You are in control of how Sacrament evolves. This seems ambitious. Does this not seem really ambitious? Now, this is just launching in early access, so we'll see. It's not like this game's about to fully release, and we'll see. I really hope they're a receptive group when it comes to how ambitious this sounds, because there's a lot going on here. There's so much, and I did not anticipate this stuff, like the gathering, the having your own home, and having bigger side gameplay involved. I thought it was going to be a story-based ARPG, straight up, no bells and whistles, just different type of combat, and that's it. But I'm very happy to hear that it's going to be way more than that, it seems. Okay, looking ahead. No Rest for the Wicked enters Steam Early Access April 18th. Here's what to expect as we progress through development. Okay, so we've got Steam Early Access. That's in a few days. Update 1 is multiplayer. I don't know if they have any information out on that, but I'm really curious what that's going to look like. If it's like arena PvP, open world even. I don't want to get ahead of myself. Update 2 is The Breach. It just seems like potentially added content, dungeon, endgame stuff, and beyond further updates. So super vague, that's fine. We're so excited for this game to be in your hands soon. Guys, the games don't come in our hands anymore. What do you think, this is 2004? We can't even own the games we buy anymore. Stop trying to remind us of the things we've lost. Come on. It's saying it's $31.99 with an affiliate discount. If somebody knows what that means, leave it in the comments down below. I think $40 is fair, but after paying less than that for Last Epoch recently, I'm questioning if $40 is reasonable for an early access game. I think that's everything here. It looks like we've got some updated posts, but my gosh, guys. Okay. What do I think of this? I think we are in store for potentially a surprisingly top game of the year based on what they said. Now, this is all wildly premature. We don't know anything until we even try the early access, of course, but I'm freaking hopeful, man. I just want to add some optimism because I feel like there's so much doubt and stuff when it comes to new games these days. And since this one's in early access, listen, it's going to be molded as we go along here. So I'm super hopeful. I think this game has so much potential, but those are my thoughts. What do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. All right, you guys, I'm going to get some tea and get some rest because I've got a stream upcoming this week and I need my beautiful talking voice. Although the deep voice is a little bit sexier than my typical voice. I need to get back into streaming shape. So I hope to see you guys in the future streams and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.